Alright, I was just making a video. This is the second video I'm making in a row, but so this video is gonna be called um, quitting drinking but losing weight. So I want to tell you the very exact way that I've lost. Well, I weigh 155 now, 165, 75, 85, 95. So I've lost about 40 pounds in a year, but um and as you can see, my fat is that skinny. See how skinny that is? I can't even really pinch it. So I'm real skinny, but I'm able to keep like muscle too. And so in this video, I'm gonna explain how to get in really good shape. I'll tell you what I do. I'll tell you what I did to get in really skinny and gain muscle and hold on to muscle. Okay. Um you could do this video and I guarantee you're gonna lose a ton of weight. Okay, I quit drinking alcohol. Um, that's gonna lose like 5 to 7 pounds, probably 3 to 7 pounds within like a month, if you don't just eat a ton of carbs or calories. The other thing is only eat an amount of calories every day. Don't you can look at what your weight is on the internet and how many calories per pound you should get. Don't eat over that calorie, because when you don't eat over your calories, you can still gain weight. Because but if you eat under the amount of calories every day that you're burning, you're gonna lose weight. But the reason why I'm saying you can gain weight is because with glycogen from carbohydrates from glucose, it can it bring takes in water. So if you take like creatine, or you're eating a lot of carbs, that can make you gain weight. It's water weight, so it's not a big deal because you can lose that pretty quick too. Okay, so eat under a certain amount of calories every day. Quit drinking. And then the other one is this is what I do: ride your bike or run. But I ride my bike about 50 miles every day of the week. And not that much because I don't ride 350 miles a week, but I ride like 300 miles a week. And if you ride 300 miles a week, I guarantee you're gonna lose, like, you're gonna be. I'm 5% body fat. I measured it with calipers. So if you're riding 300 miles a week, um, I don't eat anything though. Like I'll eat 100. I'll eat my weight in protein basically. So 155 grams of protein a day, and then um, so eat your weight and body weight. Eat your protein and body weight. Use protein powder. That helps you stay full. I don't know why it does so much, but it does. Eat low glycemic foods. Eat real low sugar foods. So if you quit drinking, you ride your bike, or ride your bike 30 you know 70 miles a day, or you run 23 miles in that day. That's the equivalent, they say. Or you and you watch your calories, you quit drinking, and you ride your bike or you run, and then you eat. No, don't eat sugar. Don't eat any processed sugar, and just eat really low glycemic foods. I mean, you can eat. You can add fiber to stuff. Like um, you can make sugar break down at different rates to get into your bloodstream, I guess. Like I mean, anything raises your insulin a little bit, but if you keep your insulin really low, that's how you're the biggest thing I did to lose the most weight was initially riding my bike. I lost like 20 pounds in a few months, riding probably 20 miles a day. So 140 miles a week, I lost 20 pounds. And I was probably 27% body fat, maybe 24. So, but then the next biggest thing I did to lose weight was quitting eating sugar, and that was hard because you go up and down. Like I'd get really dizzy, and then I'd eat a Subway sandwich and get really dizzy, and so I didn't eat any real. Tried not to eat any sugar. Sometimes I'll have a piece of candy, but take away the Pepsi and look at the sugars on the back of packages. Not very much fruit, mostly vegetables, not much bread. I'm starting to incorporate a lot more bread and pasta and stuff like that into my diet, but because it does help you retain water and turn in your muscle looks like you have more muscle, kind of. I'm kind of trying to see if it helps me lift more weight, which is kind of interesting. If retaining that glycogen in your muscle does. So if I guess, like, I mean, I got real good at doing this, and I never have been in my life, and other than this last year. So I'll just say the same thing what I said a minute ago. But so if you eat less calories than you burn, you're gonna lose weight. But you could gain weight initially because you can gain water weight from carbs and stuff. But really, you're losing weight. You can measure your fat with calipers. Um, that's one way if you're interested in doing that. And then quitting sugar. Don't eat any sugar. Don't eat any candy. Look up like what's low glycemic food and eat that. And then um, and then also quitting alcohol. That's gonna make you lose like a lot of weight if you drink every day, because all those calories add up. I think, what is it, like so many thousand calories is in a pound of fat, 10,000 or 4,000 or something. And then ride your bike every day. Ride your bike 5 miles or 20 miles. It gets easy. You can ride your bike a long ways, um, or run too. You know, every day, like an hour or two. If you did that every day, you'd like lose a ton of weight. And okay, gonna tell you a couple of diets too. The ketogenic diet, that really helps. And the thing that helped me the most get to a really low body fat percentage was intermittent fasting, where you eat in a window from like six about like 4 or 2 in the afternoon to 10 at night, or 4 in the afternoon to 10 at night, and that helps. It's supposed to make your cells build stronger, and I think it raises testosterone, and it helps your stomach heal up. I noticed my stomach, I wasn't sick as much in the morning when I'd go to lift. Sometimes if I eat, I feel kind of sick. Um, so those things all really will help you lose weight. Girls, I think, with intermittent fasting have a different thing that can happen with their thyroid, because they're, I guess they aren't made to fast the same way that guys can just eat one huge meal every day. Um, and then I'm gonna give you one more. Here's one more tip. This is a tip that it would be very controversial to the whole thing, but is taking kratom, because kratom is a drug. It's a plant from Southeast Asia. It's an evergreen leaf that they grind up and blend and send to America. They're trying to schedule as a class 1 drug, but I've only had any good experiences with kratom. Um, I have gotten sick a few times from taking too much, but I try not to take very much, and it helps me feel more focused, and like I end up working more, it seems like. And I don't know. It's addictive. It's mildly addictive, and I kind of noticed that it is, at least while you're taking it. But then after a few days, for me, it's gone. It's gone, and I'll quit for a week, and then I'll usually buy more because I'm like, this stuff is kind of makes things interesting a little bit. Um, that kratom, for some reason, you have ghrelin in your stomach, and that's like a hormone. I don't know if it's in your stomach, but it makes you feel hungry, and that helps. Kratom helps something with it to make you so you're not hungry. So that the kratom, it's it's kind of like an appetite kind of control thing. I'm so tired and I gotta go to work. But if you do all those things and you start losing weight, I mean your mind and your body is all connected. And the biggest thing I notice is when you they say fat people are funnier, laugh more, happier. Could be true. Maybe they're getting all of the sugar that makes them happy. I'm just kidding. Maybe maybe that's not true. Maybe, for whatever it means. I'm pretty skinny, and I'd say the more fat that I lost, the more motivated I was. Like I the lighter I was, the easier it was to get up and go, the easier it was to do anything. And so I think since your mind is connected, it's almost like you're really efficiently burning calories. And there's something about that I feel like my mind is like smoother. Like it's all just it's easier for me to make an idea and just go do it. So I think there's a lot of advantages to being skinnier, skinny. Um, Also along with um eating less. And I don't really know if you do eat less, but I am trying to, and I mean just so I can save money, but I'd still eat, the same amount of protein, like 1 gram per pound, and I still try to get so many grams of carbohydrates a day, and I'm still trying to get up there around 3,000 calories a day. So, uh, I don't know if I'm eating less. I'd say trying to eat healthier. I'm trying to eat coconut oil. I'm trying to eat um, avocados for fat and some of those high calorie foods, uh, almond butter that to give me to be able to be more in that window of intermittent fasting. If you have any questions, just look up some of those terms like intermittent fasting, ketogenic diet, glycogen, ghrelin, like any of the stuff I was mentioning. So, anyway, if you are interested in getting skinnier, I think it's good all the way around. I think it probably, I don't know, it probably helps with confidence. It probably helps your clothes fit a certain way. I mean, I think it's you feel good. You feel light. I just get on my bike and just ride like 50 miles or 70 miles with not much of a problem now. When before my knees would really hurt a lot when I weighed like 175, which I thought was my normal weight, 175, but I didn't realize I could get down to 155 and be just as strong. I'm lifting just as much weight as if I was 175, so I'm even lifting more now. So it's um so there's nothing that I think I could say that is bad about it. So anyway, I'll say it one more time though. Quit drinking, quit eating sugar, high glycemic sugars. Ride your bike 300 miles a week, and you might not want to start off doing that, but I don't know if you could, if it's hard to get there, but and then what was the other one? Was there another one? Um, Eat less or eat less calories than you'd burn. So if you do an activity, you can look it up on the internet and see how many calories that activity burns. Anyway, good luck in life. Quit drinking and get onto the road of the healthy road you want to live. So, all right, bye. Good day. Good night.